My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Taurus. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading of 5 card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 12 red roses as a token of my love and appreciation for your love, devotion, and support towards my channel. I love you guys incredibly. So, this 5 card love reading includes the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, fourth, the past, fifth, the future. Then I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you, and then a Favole, and then one from the French Tarot deck of Le Tarot Interdit Vampiria. But let's get started with card number 1, which is for you. Queen of Swords. Interesting. But of course, I'm mostly getting the ones who are single, but you could also be in long-lasting committed relationship, which I really hope on so many levels. But let's look at the single ones for this moment, because the thing is either A, you are probably confident being in a single position and maybe you just have no need or desire to want to get out into this world. Maybe you've already been through, breakups or divorces and all kinds of maybe negative events that you probably thought, I'm okay being in a single position. I really don't want to have to settle down or get married or even engaged for that matter, because, it's like, the confidence of being able to be in a single position is important on so many levels, because if you pretty much just don't have confidence, then people are probably wondering, how does that person handle it for those reasons and stuff like that. But, no, I just see you in a very strong, confident, bold, and fixed way of thinking, I'm just going to do it, on my own times, and of course, on your own terms for that matter, because the thing is, it's like, why should you have to follow what other people expect from you, right? But for the long-term relationship, I pretty much feel like this card also represents the same key themes, but it also just shows that you're the one who's pretty much on top of all of your beautiful responsibilities. But you also probably think, okay, how can I organize my time to also, spend time with my current spouse or companion, whoever you're with, and how can I pretty much also focus on other responsibilities for that matter as well? Wow. Or you could even be in a real top tier, noble position. But let's see who the other person is or could be. But you could also have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or maybe you are currently with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini for that matter as well. The other person. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Now, on another aspect, it's like maybe you are kind of, maybe you do have your eyes on this person, because the 3 of Pentacles is technically like a collaboration kind of card, because it's more about teamwork and stuff like that. But, this person, well, you could also probably have your eyes focused on this person as well, because this person is also in a very top tier, confident, courageous, bold. It could be maybe another fixed sign of an Aquarius, or maybe Leo, or another Taurus, or maybe Scorpio for that matter. But somebody, it's like you can also pretty much have your eyes focused on whoever this person is in your own life. So, but yeah, for the ones who are in a long and lasting committed relationship, maybe that's what drew you towards that person, and the person saw that you were also somebody of noble background, for example. I mean, it is a general reading, so take it how it resonates. And maybe, it's like, 2 birds of a feather flock together, so you both, probably just met each other, probably your eyes met or anything, and then that's what drew you both, to each other. But for the single ones, it also looks like that you're incredibly confident just being in a solo single position. I mean, maybe you do have your eyes on somebody, but maybe you just think, okay, I love to admire that person, but other than that, I'm okay being, in a singlehood, in my current time for that matter, and 100% your prerogative in so many ways. Let's see what the relationship is or could be. King of Wands. Speak of Leo energy, yes. So, for the ones who are in a long-lasting committed relationship, but you could also still feel incredibly bold and passionate and just, will have so much, strength and confidence and courage, that you're pretty much, bringing forth into this world on so many levels. But for long, I mean, you could also currently be with a Leo, which could be very beautiful, 2 fixed signs. Like the log and fires, it's like the bonfire, how my parents met. But, yeah, for the ones who are in a long-lasting committed relationship, it looks incredibly cozy and warm, stable, grounded. Maybe you're the one that provides the stability and the other person provides excitement. Or maybe, you will both have a 6 of Pentacles moment in your life. But either way, yeah, I mean, but yeah, for the ones who are in a single position, I also kind of get that you're incredibly courageous, strong, bold, and you pretty much just think, I don't mind being in a single position because I love having, many admirers. I love having flings. I love having lovers for that matter. It's like if you have no reason or interest to want to be in a committed position, 100% your prerogative on so many levels. If you just think, oh, I love just, being admired by other people, and that's pretty much, where I get my admiration and love and passion from. 100% your prerogative in so many ways. But anyway, let's just see what the past was more or less all about. Hanged Man. Okay, now this is interesting because, with the Hanged Man, it's pretty much that you did a lot of introspection. You pretty much, thought everything through, especially, maybe you did have, a breakup or divorce or something in the past that took place, and this was you probably thinking through the whole process, or maybe you were still in an introspection and self-reflection kind of position to think, okay, how can we process this whole negative event that commenced in the past? But, it could also still be that you've already been in a single position. Maybe you haven't found out, any form of courtship or dating or whatever it is that humans were, dealing with in the past. And maybe, but either way, it's like it's really good to always do a lot of self-reflection. Maybe, gather ideas, or maybe you were actually strategizing. Maybe you were planning something, because that's also what the Queen of Swords does, is she has an excellent plan for that matter. And maybe this was already you, already in the past on so many levels that you thought, okay, I don't want to just, jump into that pool of courtship as of yet, because I still want to actually find out who I want to be with, who I'm attracted to, and stuff like that. So, this is where I actually saw you just more or less pondering the whole, planning that you're still working on in current times for that matter. But for the ones who are in a long-lasting, committed relationship, it also looks like that you put a lot of time and effort in finding whoever your current spouse or companion is, and this is where you pretty much did a lot of research, planning. You were probably just, heading off towards maybe, your own voyage, your own goals for that matter, and then you just, will cross paths, paths with that Mr. and Mrs. Right. Huh. Well, that would be really nice. Let's see what the future holds. 10 of Swords. My goodness. Painful ending. I mean, look how much in pain this poor vampire is. Okay. Well, on a positive note regarding the 10 of Swords, a painful ending is either saying goodbye to solitude and singlehood and hello to, courtship, dating, and your current or your new spouse in the future. I mean, the thing is maybe, you could potentially face a breakup or a divorce and stuff like that. I mean, I hope that is not at all the case, but sometimes, it's like it can probably benefit, well, either, especially you, hopefully it'll benefit you more than the other person for that matter, because it is, well, yeah, this reading is morally focused on you, but other than that, yeah, I mean, any kind of painful ending, yeah, you might want to look into that just to see, what you can do to perhaps curb it and stuff like that. And maybe that's why you're still planning something, because if you are heading off towards a divorce or breakup or some kind of painful ending, yeah, you might want to look into that on different angles just to make sure it won't impact you all too much. Wow. Or you could also end up with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini for that matter in the future as well. But anyway, let's see what Oracle has. Her last day in the light, unexpected endings, surprise changes, and sudden shifts. And that's what this painful ending is all about. So the thing is painful ending, it doesn't per se have to be painful on any level in any way. But the thing is what I mostly see here is that there's definitely a change on the rise. Now, any kind of change, could definitely be, seen as somewhat uncomfortable for that matter, but any kind of, because the thing is change is inevitable. You can't stop change. Every day changes, every season changes, every, like whatever it is, yeah, change, it just happens. And whether or not you approve of it or not, that's the deep and sad truth. But the thing is there's definitely, yeah, well, surprise changes. That is what this whole thing could be. Maybe you are going to be surprisingly changed by an unexpected proposition or offering for that matter as well. Maybe you're not quite ready to be proposed to, but either way, well, something is definitely going to be changing for you. So, but anyway, let's see what Favole has. Ah, five of butterflies equals five of swords. There's going to be a battle, that you're going to be winning in the future. Now, I can't say when or how, because maybe, you do have your eyes focused on whoever this person is, and maybe there could be a hint of competition because maybe this person has other eyes focused on them, and then, well, you're the one that comes out as being this really good, strong, analytical, logical thinker because you've already planned ahead already from the past, and you're pretty much heading off towards whoever this person is and who, yeah, I mean, there could be some form of competition, but it looks like that you're going to be the one to win this person over. Fabulous. I'm just never surprised by a beautiful fixed sign on so many levels. Well, let's just see what the French Tarot deck wants to finish off with. Ah, As the Pieux, Ace of Wands. Yes, you obviously want something. That's why you have your eyes focused on whoever this person is, and you're pretty much just probably planning something so much by, well, thinking, doing introspection. I mean, in either way, you could just pretty much just be planning a wonderful, beautiful way of how you're going to be approaching this person, and maybe that's why you're in a very, like, a top tier, noble position. Maybe you've worked incredibly hard, maybe you've done a lot of self-development, self-healing, self-care, self-support, but the Ace of Wands is definitely a card about putting time and energy into something. And the thing is, well, different from the Ace of Swords is that the Ace of Wands is about putting energy in it, but the Ace of Swords is putting time and effort. So if you want to approach this person, you could put all the energy in it, what you want, but it's also about taking action and literally just approaching whoever you have your eyes on, and then eventually, that person might be incredibly drawn towards you because you actually, instigated and stuff like that. Maybe that's, but what that person, loves is that other people approach them, before they approach you, for example. Wow. Well, I want to wish you all the best of luck in this reading, but sad but true, I'm going to have to leave it at this. If this reading resonated for you, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you all so very much for joining me today. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going back to general readings, but the setting is going to be somewhat different, like I've already mentioned in the previous readings, stuff like that. So I wonder what you guys will think about the upcoming new type of readings for that matter. But other than that, I love you guys incredibly. I want to wish you all the best on this reading for today. Try to see, what this could potentially lead towards and stuff like that. But other than that, I think everything is just going to work out just fine because, well, you do get the Ace of Wands, which is similar to the Star card and wish fulfillment in other ways. So, but anyway, thank you so much. I love you guys incredibly.